How does it make any sense to want to astral project and you want to meet the Palladians and you want to meet you want to go to the Akashic records and open up files and you get so enthusiastic about these things, yet you don't even know your father's side and your maternal side. You don't know your lineage well enough. How could it make any sense to go on a spiritual path and know everything outside of yourself and know very little about the very lineage that made you? A nephew, a cousin can't even call you up, uncle this and auntie this, can't even communicate with you, but you are out here communicating with fourth dimensional beings, fifth dimensional beings. That time a cousin can't even access you, can't even call you, don't have a relationship, a talking relationship. How is this being a complete human being? And how do you say you vibrate higher than others and you are higher than others, yet those who are your family can't even reach out to you and say, can I come and visit you for a cup of tea? Can I come sit in your garden and come share things with you? Be very careful on this platform, here on this planet, when you go to the YouTubes and when you go to the TikToks and when you go to the Instagrams and then you just believe anything spiritual, because if you just fall for anything, it means your root is useless. And if your root is useless, I know for a fact you are subtle and prime for the picking for those who take advantage of you who know no better. To be obsessed with the idea of Akashic records, third eye, trying to know more, just wanting to get downloads, talking about you a fifth dimensional being, fourth dimensional being, that in itself is a psychic knot. It is a weakness that will allow you to only experience further mental health, further disassociation, and equally so, you might as well get into a relationship with psychosis, because that's exactly what's coming up next. The root chakra is such a powerful chakra that activates an amazing experience holistically on this planet, so that your mother, your father can at least talk to you. Yes, you know what you know about spirituality and maybe your intuition, but it won't ever get so obsessive that it makes you feel far, and it will make, and equally so, allows your family to feel like you far. There will be a groundedness in how you walk and wield the sword of intuition and all of that kind of stuff, so that the basic man on the street doesn't sit there and say, oh, you who are fourth dimensional, you are fifth dimensional, you won't have to say nothing. They will resonate with you and feel access to you like this flower I can touch, it's accessible. Is it a higher vibration than me? 100%. But it is still here for me to connect with. Its root is here for me to connect with. It's not so far from me that it is trying to be higher than thou. Be conscious of discernment when taking information that people propagate and opinionate as truth or real. These people are sick. Everyone can film a recording and then post it up and then claim it to be true, but they don't give you the full spectrum of the pros and cons of what's happening here. As someone who has seen it, someone who's experienced it, I know what I'm talking about. But that should not convince you. You must feel it in your stomach whether this makes sense. As I said, to be grounded in what is human and to be aware of what is beyond the flesh is a beautiful tango you must dance with. You know, it's a dance. It's not a instruction. I was told, I must this, I must that. You have free will on this planet. There's no such thing as instruction. You are called, and then you have a choice. And even when you go on the spiritual path, even if you do get to the point of Akashic records, trust me, you won't have to say anything. It's not something that you tell people. There's a certain level of anonymous nature and a quietness and a stillness that must be wielded with access to such powerful places. Meaning, no one really will know, nor should you say it. And he who does not say it is probably more in a grounded connection to that place. You go, you visit, you take what you need, you leave. You can still go to Clicks, you can still go to Discom, you can still go to Walmart, you can still visit your cousin, you can still talk nicely, you can even entertain some very basic human kind of things, get upset in traffic. You're still human. There's not this thing where I'm so far, I can't even connect to anyone here on earth. No one understands me. I'm a hermit. I don't want to go anywhere. It's so overwhelming. I'll say you DIY'd this path, didn't you, if you feel that way? Because I'm sorry, if you really are high vibrational and you are grounded in your vibration, oh, you are a ball of light. There's no such thing as being overwhelmed. Do I look overwhelmed? There's so much going on here. There's traffic, there's kids, there's people. I see people who have passed on. They communicate with me. The spirit is forever active in anything. But there's a fluidity. I bring water to that which is rigid and I flow between it. Take nothing personal. And it's a dance. This path and this journey is a beautiful one that can really uplift you, and people will admire you for the subtlety in how you know what you know, and yet it is such an enormous experience in of itself to access Akashic records and astral project and all of that stuff. But you won't need to make a video about it. You won't need to say it. If it's grounded and your spine and your stomach is well grounded here on earth, then anything you feel there on top comes down and it beautifully digests here at the bottom, so that you can make sense of it for your life as and when it needs to be accessed. So it's not this thing of every day I go there, more than as and when I need to go there. And if you get a RSVP from the Akashic records, then you go. If you get a RSVP through any outside of the body means, then you go. But you don't go looking for those things. Your energy and how you dance through what is going on here on earth dictates whether you get that invitation when you are ready. But to go forcing an issue is like standing here by my gate and saying, Nathaniel, I'm here to visit you. I slap you. I say, go. Who the hell invited you? I didn't flippin' invite you. I'm here having my peace. Imagine. But you knocking on the door, Nathaniel, crown chakra, Nathaniel, astral projection, Nathaniel, ETs, avatars, snake beings, draconians. I say, ooh, look at you, MTV, Hollywood. Hey, hulle het jou lekker gekry, né? They've messed your mind up. Where is the discernment here? What Pisces imagination are we entertaining here about spirituality? Where's the basic things? You want to be close to spirituality? Go garden. Go buy you some seeds. Go learn about the soil. Plant some seeds. Care for a plant. Care for a flower. Grow some vegetables. You are closer to learning about spirituality by working in the ground. You are closer to going on a journey of meditation by working in the ground. Here by the grass. Here by the flippin'. Yeah. Hiso. Yeah. You are closer to spirituality here. Here, by the soil, by the grass, here. Here's your path to spirituality. There's your path to spirituality, huh? There's your spirituality. You don't have to go far. But again, if you have no discernment in your stomach, and anyone who is just spiritual speaks to your mind and not your stomach, don't cry wolf when your life is not going according to plan. You don't really have a connection, and it's up and down and up and down. I'm just sharing an opinion like all the other people who talk about crown chakra and astral projection. I'm just sharing an opinion. Whether you believe it, up to you. I can't convince you any otherwise. I'm just saying, if it resonates, if the shoe fits, in a month's time, 3 months' time, 6 months' time, when you realize what I'm saying, sit with it and then go garden. You don't have to do anything, just go garden. Get off YouTube, get off TikTok, delete all the videos you think entertains truth, and then just go garden. Get into a practice of gardening. You are closer to God in that practice, closer to your ancestors in that practice, closer to what you seek by being still with thyself and using the conduit, which is this beautiful land that we have on this planet Earth, the elements that we have on this planet Earth, Those are your conduits to connect to the things that are ready for you. But if you're not ready yet, don't force. It is better for you not to force. Don't go thinking you need to cultivate this. It is a practice that you cultivate in yourself of stillness, harmony, balance between the up and the down. You don't react when negativity shows up. You don't become personal when negativity shows up. You dance through it all. And to dance, you need hips, you need fluidity, you need rhythm, you need the frequency. And who's angry when they dance? Therefore, if you dance through this spiritual process, you also get to enjoy the splendor, you smile through these things. Fear, no fear. And that's exactly what you align with. If you go on this path without seeking, expecting, or wanting. If you were part of my psychic development class, this is exactly the basics I teach you. You might not understand it now, but come talk to me in 6 years' time, after you've done this course 6 years ago. You will see what I mean. Because the proof is in the pudding, and you just have to look left and right of you when it comes to these people who talk and claim they are this and they are that and they connect to this and that. Go ask them about their relationship with their families. Go ask them about the authenticity, about their relationship with stillness, knowing nothing, having no answer, not having a clue. No, they will always feel like they need to tell you, educate you, teach you. Why? Because they're stuck in their mental, and it's a mental block. So you're talking to the mental, and you know what's fascinating? Spirituality have nothing to do with a thinking mind. It is absent of the thinking mind. But thinking minds apparently are teaching people how to astral project. So have fun. See how it works out for you, nah? And then don't go blaming anyone when you end up with psychosis. And you thought you know better. This is not about thinking. This is about feeling. That is the first law when it comes to spirituality. According to moi, me who has done this thing, I'm not going to convince you about time. I'm just saying, my stomach is the thing that I know is important to dance. Not to know, to dance. Because if I know how to dance, my dancing will inform you. But if I don't know how to dance, then it's only my mind that can convince you. And that's not really God speaking to you. That's Nathaniel using opinions that was illustrated or perpetrated by other people's opinions, and I'm just putting it out at myself and boom, boom, bam. That is the issue. But when I just dance, it's a feeling. You know, you're either smiling or you don't smile. Either way, I'm at peace. Especially with something that is so complex and so unpredictable as the spiritual path, and learning about your intuitive nature, your energetic nature. It is complex. That's why you can't go taking a complex thing like the mental into something that's already complex. You must just dive into the flow. Surrender is what you need, not overthinking anything. I'm just saying.